boyfriend and meet me at the hotel. You can bring your girlfriends and meet me at the hotel. You got your boyfriend and meet me at the hotel. You can bring your girlfriends and meet me at the
Merry Christmas, everyone!
掌声谢谢 Pilots Crew。
谢谢 Pilots Crew， 也让我们欢迎我们的那言以及善珠，
欢迎，
大家挥挥手，
Hello，
也让他们跟大家自我介绍一下。
欢迎，
大家，嗨，大家好，我是主笔领航员水啦，
睡啦，
你好，睡啦，
大家好，我是金娜妍，我爱你们。
耶！掌声谢谢我们那言以及善珠，谢谢，让他们休息一下。Hello， 线上的朋友，现场的朋友，欢迎来到 PLEAGUE 桃园璞园领航员的主场，我是一博。
Hello， 大家好，我是元气 MC 若彤。
就在昨天呐，全场的乘客，我们一起拿下了逆转胜，先给自己一个最大的尖叫声，好不好？
非常好，非常好。
今天继续让我们捍卫主场的胜利。
没错，一定要拿下胜利啦！
那本周末呢，感谢台湾亚瑟士股份有限公司的伙伴一起来到现场应援参战。这2天亚瑟士也会提供丰富好礼以及球鞋送给现场的乘客，参加中场游戏就有机会获得好礼哦。
是的，没错，也别忘了今天是飞行中队主题月的最后一天啦！一同挑战环廊上的所有战斗任务，就可以获得我们亚瑟士联名款的领航员军备章，机会难得，好好把握主题月的限定礼品。
现在呢，也要邀请全场的乘客跟我一起来欢迎今天的与会贵宾。那待会唱名到贵宾呢，也欢迎跟大家挥挥手来打招呼。欢迎林孝信文化基金会朱荣景主任，欢迎跟大家挥挥手。欢迎你，欢迎今天的与会贵宾。好的，全场乘客准备好了，让我们来欢迎今天的来访客队——台北富邦勇士。
首先为各位介绍今日来访客队台北富邦勇士篮球队登录名单：0号赖子恩，3号 Number 3 Arnett Moultrie 瓦尔特利，4号陈佑伟，8号周桂宇，11号洪海杰，12号林志杰，14号蔡文成。23号 Number 23 Brandon Smart 石伯恩，27号张镇雅，先发5人 Starting 5，1号 Number 1 Brandon Walters 沃特斯，6号吴永胜，7号 Number 7 Nicholas King 金恩，18号林志伟，24号简廷照。教练团体能教练郑维轩，助理教练林伟浩，魏维良，赵盾，执行教练吴永仁，总教练许敬哲，总经理叶宗允。
收球擦板啊，没进，两个球失球发生失误，
那当然可惜，没有把握住，
尽力了。
这看为仆人停留，第一是4连霸，第二是在1胜3败的情况下呢，结果大逆转成功，
在一片不看好的声浪当中，率先抢下了冠军赛的门票。
19第一拍切入，打了一个 A 精算，出手不多，最后杀到底，左手上。但是林志也丢进了中分。3分球来了。
领航员球员名单。球员编号3号，控球生力军，场上就是听，帅气小生陈立胜。球员编号10号 ，All the way up， 坚持到底，领航小可爱林子伟。球员编号25号，你的护国神阵，领航不倒翁林正。球员编号1号，禁区巨锁，篮板先知 Mustafa 丁恩迪。球员编号21号，咖啡要喝3分糖，波浪就是3分王 Alex Brown。球员编号6号，关键杀手，急速狂奔，关达拉梅拉，关达佑。球员编号12号，领航剑齿虎 ，Never Give Up， 篮球贵公子李佳康。Starting Five 先发5人名单。来，球员编号7号，移动炮台有他在，外线出手就是快，乔楚瑜。
散了才能聚，你不出手。
球员编号45号 ，Number 45，全能前锋，琼斯战斗机 ，Jura Jones。球员编号30号，节奏达人，控球魔术师，神奇小白白耀成。球员编号42号 ，Number 42，空中巨神兵，领航大男孩 Julian Boyd。接下来我要听到全场最大的尖叫声，让我们欢迎球员编号69号，全城的希望，狂野 MVP 陆军翔。桃园无影打王是洪立尊，体能教练刘厚少，体能教练刘年杰，助理教练柯万维，助理教练唐伟杰，助理教练陈志杰，助理教练黄启峰，助理教练暨球员发展总监杨怡峰，总教练 Caminos。好的，请我们飞行员来到场中集合。接下来，请我们乘客用热情呢，来支持我们接下来的仪式，因为要来到我们飞行中队最重要的传承仪式啦。今天我们璞园大学长也回到了我们的主场，那请大家用热情来欢迎我们2位学长，让我们欢迎台湾飞人陈信安以及毛总毛家人，
欢迎欢迎，
欢迎这2位学长来到我们的主场，欢迎来到中圈。也请我们的俊祥以及小白上前准备来获赠，请我们 Palace Crew 献上璞园的锦旗，请安哥、毛总将璞园精神传承到我们学弟的手中，请大家聚集一点，大家要一起来合影，留下历史性的一刻。Everybody take a picture， 中间，谢谢。3、2、1。再一张，3、2、1。好的，谢谢。也请我们学弟们呢来到我们旁边休息一下，来热身。也请毛总、安哥、刘部要为我们签下璞园球，待会要送给现场的乘客球员朋友们。安哥、刘部，安哥、刘部，安哥，我们要来签名，待会送给大家我们的璞园球。 好的，请我们 PLEAGUE Crew 献上浦原球。各位准备好你的尖叫声，等等呢，安哥毛总就要把印有浦原以及 Never Give Up 的浦原球送给大家。2颗签完名。好，请稍等。我们安哥毛总要再来合影一张，拿着我们浦原球，看着中间的摄影师，
然后看向前方。
这是我们史无前例的一刻啊！浦原双帅回到主场。好，谢谢。接下来我要听到最大的尖叫声，哪边要球的？安哥航下起先，好，一人丢一边可以。好，3、2、1，请丢球啦！接好喽，再一次最大的尖叫声！接好喽！耶！再一次最大的掌声，谢谢2位学长，谢谢安哥，谢谢毛总，请2位入座来观赛。
Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, or better known as ADHD, is a mental disorder that affects an individual's ability to focus, causing them to move around more frequently. They may also have trouble controlling their impulsive behaviors.
1 time for them praying on my downfall. 2 times for the homies in the child hall. 3 times for them on the internet when they really should get out more. 4 times for the days that were all bad. 5 times for the ain't called back. 6 times for the kids like me who got ADHD just kidnapping like ISIS. Whoa, turn the whole world to a crisis. Whoa, walk around the city with an ice pick. I've been paranoid, usually I ain't like this. Ain't no telling how crazy I might get. Beat the police with a nightstick. In my whole life I've been lifeless. Now I'm so fly, I'm a flight risk. Whoa, till I pass out. Whoa, throwing stones in my glass house. Whoa, I remember sleeping on my dad's couch. Whoa, now I got the Bentley and it's blacked out. Whoa, family looking at me like a cash cow. Whoa, everybody dissing just to have clout. Whoa, thought you had a chance, now you out. Them up, man, where you at now? Whoa, now I'ma hit them till they jumping. I ain't tripping, this is nothing. I've been living in the dungeon. I done held a couple grudges. What the hell I got a jack to meet the devil? I'm a cousin. I ain't settling for nothing. Got the metal in the truck and keep it semi when the bus ducking. Even Stevie Wonder couldn't see it coming. I ain't judging. I just want the money. I don't need a budget. I've been hungry. I ain't got no oven, but I got the money. How you gonna move on the front line? If I don't with you, I just cut ties. My high school teacher said I'd never be to that I turned out just fine. And no, I don't know you for the 12th time. We do not share the same bloodline. You let her run your mouth like a tough guy. Hope you keep the same energy when it's crunch time.
According to the American Psychiatric Association, it affects roughly 8% of children and 2% of adults, commonly believed to only affect boys because they are perceived
as rowdy and rambunctious.
1 time for them praying on my downfall. 2 times for them in the South Shore. 3 times for them days on the block getting chased by the cops like a motherfucking outlaw. 4 times for them days that were all bad. 5 times for the who ain't called back. 6 times for the kids like me who got ADHD just
Trying to need a couple hearses. Double homicide, kill the beat and the verses. Everybody living on the surface, but we came from the underground. Yeah, we deserve. What's beef? Beef is when you murder motherfuckers on the beat. Kill them all, nah. What's beef? Beef is brothers lying over, never mattered in the first place. Lying in the street. What's beef? Peace is when you leave it in the past, let it heal like a cast. When enough time passed and you blast. Kinda like John Wick.
同时，我们也欢迎学林哥回到主场啊！
Coming with the hot. All they do is talk, you can never top it, boy, just stop. High and drunk, call that HD vision. All these other mothers full of indecision. And I murder with precision all over your television. I'm numero uno, number 1 and you is just a subdivision. Never listen, we gon' leave them missing. That's the mission like ISIS. Ain't no time to pick up.
学林哥好久不见，嗨！
It's obvious, just ask the audience. I've come to body this. Yes, it's egregious, I'm Regis, you Kelly, you push me, I'm Louis Vuitton. You at Target with your mom. On the internet, still hating on my last post. I just sent a steak back in Mastro's. My God, me and Jordan need a couple hearses. Double homicide, kill the beat and the verses. Everybody living on the surface, but we came from the underground, yeah, we deserve far from the minimum, killing them with no riddling. And 5'9" was the middleman to get them in the same room. Now we on the same tune, and we still the game doomed. The illest lyricists on the same. Rap back, clap back on that game. Do it for the love of rap, not for the fame. One time for the Grammy that I never got. 2 times for the garden that I forgot.
Step in that babe, wipe his nose, okay. Hit him where it hurt, leave him in the dirt, dirt base. Switches in choppers, penthouse full of grenades. She rockin' on my ice and I'm f***ing on the spit all day. Put him in the box, leave a little in the lane. Walk in the apartment, all you see is yellow tape. Bust down, glass on the face. Yeah, I come hard your baby, mommy body, you call her babe. Damn, back in my bag in the chrome hard mess. I just scratched the bar cause it's too fast. She broke my heart to pieces, Eliante glass. Hit the strip club and I'm coming right back. I just bought a cig and then got kicked back. Check out the fridge and a new Maybach. Crew clutch diamonds on the top of my hands. Got her on her knees and she not praying. Taking Adderall cause I don't do Zans. The AP gotta make a dance. Make a blue faces, you sing. Styrofoam cup, throwing up a few bands. Shoot up the funeral, shoot out the van. Shoot up the
欢迎来桃园。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to eat cake, be good for goodness sake. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas from all of us at the Plus League to you and yours. To wrap up the homestand, the Taoyuan Pauian Pilots faced the Taipei Fubon Braves on a Sunday night from Taoyuan Arena. Pilots started the season 8 wins, 2 losses, just like some of the boys talked about preseason as their team goals. The Braves are trying to climb above 500 since their November 30th win over the Tainan TSG Ghost Hawks, who can get a winning streak going next Saturday playing at the Braves. And the Steelers as close as they could get to a first win last night in an OT thriller. On the Mandarin broadcast, matching Plus League ties, Aaron Yang Zhenlei and 菜包蔡景景，球迷朋友们，你找到了官方的英文转播，要听郑磊跟景景讲评，当然就按照中文的转播链接。谢谢你的收看，记得我们 Plus League 转播都要按赞。The Pilots were pushed to the brink yesterday against the Steelers. In the third quarter was the Steelers' highest scoring quarter since early November. 7 made threes to 33 points against the Pilots' 12 points, which is the lowest scoring quarter of the season. Pilots faced as much as a 15-point deficit with 8:36 left in the fourth, the biggest margin in the game. Also, it turned out to be the second largest blown lead of Season 5 Steelers versus Braves. Brown and Boyd combined for 19 points in the fourth to put them ahead, and the Steelers only got 1-3 in the last frame. Liu Tenyan game-tying stroke from the right corner, 86-86. We went into OT, and in the first overtime of the season, you just saw the highlight package for Justin scoring 9 by himself against the Steelers 2 to start.
我 该出什么吗？那就是可能7点我的钟已经打开了吧，我也不知道。
你有听过这个？
我是有听过这个，因为我记得在上个赛季我们只要礼拜2的7点都是全胜的嘛，对，那其实也许吧，对，那他们喜欢这样子称呼我，然后我接受，对。
Justin bringing up the fact that last season the Pilots were a dominant Tuesday night team, and the Tuesday night games always starting at 7 p.m. So the joke was when regulation ended, it was 7 o'clock local time here in Taoyuan. And so you saw on the graphic 9 points in the 5 minutes of overtime, matched his 9 points in 40 minutes of play in regulation. And that set the Pilots up right. And it wasn't like the Steelers didn't try to come back in the game. Isaiah Briscoe with a game-high 30 points. He and Jordy Chimaga try to will the team back. But under 35 seconds, Jackie Lee Jiakang made 4 free throws to secure the victory in the end. The Pilots will be playing without Travion Graham for the first time in this head-to-head with the Taipei Fubon Braves. Justin trying to have everybody check their watches. It'll be a couple hours before we get to that point local time here. So Travion in the matchup against the Braves averaged 16.5 points, 2.8 steals. A pretty incredible number, as the Pilots have a 3 wins to 1 loss plus 33-point overall margin against the Braves. The Braves on their part last played on Saturday of last week here against the Pilots for the 115-100 loss. They gave up 95 points after 3 quarters, tying what the Pilots did to the Steelers on December 7th after a record 73-point first half. That goes to show how much firepower the Pilots had. They had 64 points in the paint and 19 in fast break, both season 5 highs. And so to a very different degree, we said, for the Steelers, nothing but up. And for the Braves defense, we can kind of say the same thing. I think it's a little bit of a misconception about how strong the Braves are defensively, because they haven't been top 2 in points per game or defensive rating since season 1. The closest was season 3, I believe, but the Dreamers and Pilots were way too far ahead statistically. So I believe the Braves even had, by an average standpoint, a below average points per game and offensive rating situation. And in season 5, in 6 out of 8 games, they've allowed more than the plus league average, despite the Braves only being the 3rd fastest team of 4 squads here in the Plus League. And an arbitrary bad stat, points allowed in a single quarter, if it's reached 25 or more, it's 16 quarters for the Braves opponents out of 8 games, meaning 2 per game, whereas the Pilots, 1.2, Ghost Hawks, 1.5, and Steelers even below that mark in terms of 25-point quarters. So their opponents score in bunches. And one thing that the Braves need to navigate on their injury front is Mohamed Mbaye, first overall pick, made his debut, and the Braves only allowed 84 points to the Pilots, whereas Mbaye, 3 of 9 shooting, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks, personal plus 10. So they kind of could have looked forward to him working with the team a little better, but he'll be out until about the Lunar New Year's break. The officials and starting lineups for the 2 squads. When it comes to the officials, number 13, Kobe Hong Yong-yu, crew chief Pang Yun-han, and number 10, Yo Hao-ping. Up against the Braves in their baby blues, Brandon Walters, Jeff Wu Yong-sun, Nick King, George Lin Ziwei, TJ Jianting Zhao. And the Pilots featuring the same starting lineup, with the exception of Julian Boyd in for Alec Brown. The Pilots playing 5 home games in a 9-day stretch. So a little bit of rotation is understandable. They'll be wearing their black and orange set. First possession to the Braves as the Pilots have Chao Tu, Ethan Bialton, Julian Boyd, Jaron Jones, and Justin Lu Jingxiang. A little bit of a interesting defensive matchup as Walters blocked by Jones. Second effort on the reverse, no. They got a close paint touch, but coming away with nothing as the Braves somehow leave Justin wide open. He overshoots it for Chao Tu. He's coming with the offensive rebound. Julian Boyd going right at the defense and basketball. And out of bounds, Ming Ziwei was standing on the line or out of bounds. The Braves have had, by my count, 8 starting combos. I believe this is the 9th. They've had a lot of players in that starting role, which used to be a strength for them. It just seems like Coach Aaron and the staff haven't figured out who they can really count on. Catch and shoot for Boyd, also too strong. So still looking for a first score after a couple of possessions. Fake left, driving right. TJ has got it with the right-hand lay-in. The last time these two teams played each other, TJ played in the starting role but had 0 points on 0 of 5 shooting. With space, Ethan with the off-footed runner. Nothing for the Pilots so far as King marked by Boyd. Walters backpedaling and missing his 3. The only time the Braves have had a repeat of the starting lineup actually was in a 3 games and 4-day stretch. First against the Ghost Hawks and then the Steelers. Little tic-tac-toe as Jones, good control. He lays it in, tying up the game at 2 apiece. Quickly down court. Jeff Wu looking for Walters as the pass finally comes and an easy lay-in. I think that's pretty smart team basketball by the Braves. Their big guy in a good position. And there's extracurriculars. If your big has good position, but denied a pass one way, you can just go the other. You see Jones duck in there. And with his position right down the middle, you can make a turn and shield the defense away from this shot. By the way, that Braves back-to-back starts was the 10th and 12th of November. Sidestepper 3 by Chao Tu is also a miss. One thing about the Pilots, they kind of nearly shot themselves out of yesterday's game. They ended the night 14 for 48. But without Alec Brown's 6 for 13, that number goes down quite a bit. Essentially man defense for the Braves, no switch as King trying to go to work on Boyd. One-footed follow away and a whistle does come. King started the regular season injured, but has come on strong. 21.2 points per game, is 3rd in the Plus League. He's also 2nd in assists, 6.4, of course, leading the Braves in that category. They have a 3-point lead as the boys in blue sticking with that zone defense. Jones down low, a couple defenders at him. Jump pass to Justin leaning, and a whistle comes. King putting his hand up. Last night, Justin, 18 points on 8 of 22 shooting. And a curious 0 free throw attempts. Dances off. Overall on his season, he is about a 72% free throw shooter. Now the Pilots show off a 2-3 zone. Jeff over to TJ. To King from the top. Got it. That three-pointer will put the Braves ahead by 5. Foul through, shot big. The drove past to Jones, wasn't anticipating it. Initial good defense, but if King can stretch the floor that wide, that'll ruin the zone as he's got to look now. Chelter, the late contest, a little bit too much. Pilots with only 1 field goal so far, and add 1 to the turnover count. Jeff Wu tripped up there, just an out of bounds. Tripped up himself, it appears. Jeff Wu, he's got an open look, and he downs a 3 of his own. Of the Braves local players who've played substantial minutes, only Jeff Wu field goal shooting above 40%, in fact 45%. The other being Leitingen. Time on the clock as the Pilots bounce it around. Jones with a 3 off front iron. Here you see 2 for 3, 0 for 4. Basically the margin in the game. Back to man defense as George going baseline and fouled by Chalturi. Getting a big reaction out of the Braves. One of the rare times Ling Ziwei has been allowed to go with his post-up moves. Good with the first free throw. Couple of free throws, bringing George to 10 points total on the season. He's not had that many shot attempts. Pilots pinging the basketball around as Justin counters with a 3-pointer. Been a pretty consistent, about 30-31% 3-point shooter in the Plus League, as you see the Pilots back into a zone, leaving TJ open, and that's nothing but net. One thing about this matchup that hasn't really played out so far is a very fast-paced game, certainly in the last 2 matchups. Chaltru with a clean catch and shoot, no good. Right now, the tempo of the game favoring the Braves doesn't help for the Pilots to be missing open shots. A couple of bounces as Ethan will run it down court. Now with another catch and shoot. Just grazes the rim and out of bounds. And it looks like the Pilots could use this timeout. Went through their cold streaks yesterday, but survived the game, and the Braves with an early 10-point lead as we hit our first break in the action.
Baby got passion, ambition, 난 보란 듯이 Look at that 온몸으로 느끼는 내 몸짓 Baby got drip, 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 drip Baby got drip, 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 drip Baby got drip, 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 drip Baby got drip, drip, drip You know we gon' get that drip, 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 drip Baby got drip, baby got drip
谢谢 Pilots Crew。第一节比赛来到6分钟。
Welcome back to the broadcast. Your likes on the YouTube live stream are appreciated. Referring to the pace the last 2 times these two teams matched up, averaging 96.9 possessions, way above the league average of 90.3. But with both teams settling to zone defense, that probably won't be the case. With the only reason why it might be elevated is if there are a lot of offensive rebounds. Man defense for the Pilots as no personnel changes for the Braves. Contested 3 made by George. Their hot shooting continues, and so why should they change personnel? Ethan, he'll offer up a 3, and that's no good. It's Jones almost with the play of the week. Jackie fresh in the ball game. He downs a 3. Trying another one short as Walter's in good position. He's hacked. 2 free throws coming up. You see Ethan, not much to the strategy on that zone breaker. Just try to draw 2, 3, 4 defenders and pitch it out to an open shooter. Alec Brown coming in. He was a Pilots team high 27 points in yesterday's action. Brendan Walters out of mid-Tennessee State. Last appearance, 21 points against these Pilots. Sinks a couple of free throws as the Braves expand on their lead. Brown, the pick and pop. First shot, 3, too easy. TJ trying to maneuver against Jackie. A midi swirls out. Braves get back into their zone defense. And Ethan right around the free throw line, off, and Jones this time with a finesse put back. Yesterday, Jones 26 minutes play, but didn't play in the fourth and overtime. Showing a lot of frustration with the officiating as King of fancy maneuver, and he lays it in with the left hand. Game getting a little bit of pace. As Jackie, he got a catch and shoot three and a bucket. And the first team timeout will actually be called by Aaron and the Braves coaching staff. The bench for the Pilots bringing the scoring along, and it's a 6-point game with 4 minutes left here in the first.
We need to do one thing on the zone. They only have 1 minute. So this means pistol, my bad, pistol. No, sir. Pistol. Pistol. Pistol up. Catch your ball. Pass. Pass. Yo, sir. B, he was that screen for you. You try your that screen, but slip. Good. Smart. Smart. Safe player from me. If no.
You can follow along with the statistics of the game at pleagueofficial.com/game/614. While your eyes feast on the three-point barrage early in the game, I look down and see each team with 4 makes. The Braves spreading it across 4 of their 5 players out on the floor. Meanwhile, the Pilots, between Justin, who got the first one, and then Brown and Jackie coming off the bench. One thing that is a kind of game in the margins is the Pilots have 3 turnovers, Braves none yet. So anticipating a certain kind of look. You heard Aaron call pistol. Not getting that look as they rotate around. Smart, a rainbow, and that's in. Over the top of the outstretched arms of Jones. Now man defense by the Braves as Justin picked up the dribble, down low to number 45, Jaron Jones. 2 dribbles, going to the bucket, no, and did not come back in bounds. Jones leads the Pilots with 19.8 points per game. King taking the flight and getting the bounce. Braves with a 5-0 run out of the timeout. Justin got one in the air. Pops, no. Braves are going to run again. Tied up though, as now it's 4-on-2. Justin, Jackie, down low to Ethan. Trying to catch Walters off guard as we have a collision right in the middle. King taking the brunt of that contact.
请各位掌声送给卢俊祥。也请大家给富邦7号金恩一个掌声，谢谢。
Thankfully he's up already, but working something off of his hand. Walters too disciplined a defender. Getting a look at the collision, and so much could be going wrong there, and it looks like it's the wrist of King that is not in good shape. Short stint for Smart as Beast will enter the court of play. Suddenly send to guard the basketball. Arnett Moultrie with a high post touch as Jackie gambled and Beast elected to not take his opportunity. KJ hook pass, 2 seconds on the clock. Walters doesn't get a shot off and it will be a shot clock violation. So Braves with a 11-point lead, but concerning for them is King. He is getting to the scorer's table, so perhaps not in too bad of shape. As Jones rises up and misses his three. Taoyuan fresh in. He pushes it ahead. Nobody checking him. Pass to KJ. Stuck baseline, and he'll be called for traveling. Very short stint, but it looks like King is shaking off that ouchie. He'll be coming in for a Walters, as the Braves have had this smaller lineup look before. King trying to guard Brown, as Jackie in the face of Beast makes his third three of the night. Getting it down to an 8-point game. In and out for the Braves as Moultrie chases the board down. His mid-range. 2 bounces in off, and they're going the other way. Braves do have a foul to give after that whistle. MD in to play power forward. Starts a handoff with Jackie. Now the ball screen. Going baseline, a slip pass and another whistle. Should be a fresh 14 baseline out of bounds. I was anticipating Jackie to hit the corner shooter, but Andy was following the play along and had himself an opportunity. Wandayo to Brown in the corner, head of steam going downhill. The tough reverse would have been a beauty. Instead, it's the Braves with Beast going the other way. He rises up for the three and clanks it. Almost no difference, shot clock to game clock. Jackie on the high quad. Brown screens and rescreens as he lets another one go so close. 4 seconds left. Amdi from deep 2 bounces out. And the pass will mean the Braves don't get off this buzzer beater, but start off strong here on the road, 28-20, as the 3-point barrage is a real thing here in the Taoyuan Arena. Take a break, and we'll be back with the start of the second quarter.
是的，现在是我们的亚瑟士 Cam 啦，今天要帮我们提早上班的69大魔王卢俊祥应援了。看着大荧幕上的空姐们，跟着他们一起做出卢俊祥的应援动作。绕圈，乘客照到你了。没错，手举亚瑟士的乘客，跟着空姐一起跳，跳起来，双手比6。绕圈。前回背可以跳起来，非常好，跟着空姐一起跳，双手比6。
One more home game left in the year of 2024 for the Pilots, but it's not in the Plus League. It's Christmas Day in the East Asia Super League. Pilots host their first official home game here in Taoyuan after a neutral site game in Macau against the KT Sonic Boom, which puts them 3 wins, no losses. Jerry gambling as Anderson driving kick, no. Guandayo with the board. Relatively speaking, a smaller lineup for the Pilots. As Brown itching to take the shot. Ricochet of the rebound to Andy as Jackie behind the head, getting a little fancy out there. Lee Sun hit as he tried to take the layup. So anyway, I think trying to argue it was a pass attempt. Okay. That would be a negative. Also on Christmas Day, the New Taipei Kings will head to Okinawa. Fortunately or unfortunately for them, playing the powerhouse Ryukyu Golden Kings 2 straight seasons in the East Asia Super League in the same group. And this season, off-balance schedule, if you could say, as Brown doesn't get a true putback attempt. Braves coming the other way. KJ stopped and a ball out of bounds. Monkajie, former King, came over to the Braves in the trade where Joseph Lin, a longtime Brave, went the other way. In and out for Guandayo as Brown this time with a board, goes to the right-handed hook. And a scramble for the basketball, won by Moultrie. Quickly down court. His Beast big behind the back crossover, but not looking for his own shot. Jerry from the corner, doinks it. Well, 3-point shooting, not nearly as lethal as it was to begin the game. Guandayo, he'll try again. This one climbs out. Maybe it's luck, maybe it's skill as King trying to put a move on Brown. Got the switch on Amdi, but to Jerry facing the defense and one on the floater. Not very intentional basketball going on. It's on Chen Li-sen. Hitting him in the elbow. So a chance to go back up by double digits. Taoyuan. Big miss and a ricochet rebound. It turned into some momentum. I believe that is Taoyuan's first missed free throw on the season. He, by my numbers, is 8 for 8 before tonight. Justin taking on the whole defense as Alec Brown, a curious back and forth. Nice move, little dish, and there's a whistle. Brown couldn't get the finish. We'll have to earn it from the line. Brown listed at 216 centimeters tall. Has got 3, if not 4 inches over Arnett Moultrie, and when you're in such deep positioning, you're gonna need that help. Number 8, Zhou Guiyu, in for the first time tonight. Brown goes 2 for 2. It remains a one import lineup out there for the Pilots, as the Braves will bring in another big. It's George and Moultrie high-low. Taoyuan post up turns into more pistol. Josh gets the screen, takes the tough one-handed push shot. George might have had a chance, didn't look at the basket. Taoyuan, no. And the Pilots combine for the rebound. Now with momentum, Tennyson doing the around the world as Jones triple teamed. Rotated around and could have rotated it back. Guandayo with a head of steam, drop off to Andy. Didn't have a good handle of it. A missed opportunity. Going the other way, King runs into the defense, but Josh won't take the shot. Run some offense. Down low, Moultrie left it on the underside of the rim as the Pilots get another stop. They have numbers if they push. Taoyuan with a take foul. 80 feet from the basket. Definitely getting the fans a little excited for possible unsportsmanlike. I think the Pilots will slow play this. And just like that, the Braves take Taoyuan out. Tight formation from the Pilots as the Braves show off that 2-3 zone again. Guandayo in the middle. Blocked from behind as a little body position win for the Pilots. Andy down low. Guandayo misses the close one. Well, yesterday we said it wasn't the Pilots' night and they pulled out the victory. Today they've missed quite a few from inside. Only 2 of 11 two-point shooting in the first quarter. George splits his feet and airballs it badly. A desperate heave back by Jones right to Josh. 5 seconds on the clock. His attempt is no good. And a hold foul from behind, not nearly as egregious. I think both teams are kind of walk off this poor shooting stretch. Rotated around, Justin wide open. After a shot fake, sidestepper was crooked from the very beginning as King out of bounds. Tennyson forced him for that little misplay. Moultrie will head out. Walters man the middle. Try to get creative there. Indeed, the intended target down low. So far, this has been a 2-3 second quarter. About 4.5 minutes of play. Fresh in the game, Walters, back iron, and a tough rebound by George. And they're going the other way. See the action down low, and Walters, I think he can argue that the hold didn't affect the play, but I think that was one of those intent rulings. Missed by Jackie as Jones down low, bully ball, but off balance. With space, another dangerous attempt by Justin, and they're going the other way. Well, it is not pretty basketball. Well, one thing we could say about the Braves, as they have their starting lineup in there, they have a lot of personnel if they wanted to try to change up this low-scoring stretch. Pilots have 12 on the active roster with Travion Graham, of course, out, but he can't take up a 4th spot. Otherwise, Taoyuan dealing with a long-term injury, went under the knife for his knee. Amdi fouled, not a clean catch yet. Finally, he breaks this scoreless spout in the ball game. Looking back, it was 9:50 when Alec Brown hit his second of 2 free throws, and the Pilots just get one. King hanging in the air, missing the finger roll. Walters down low, he got it. Just beating Amdi there's block attempt. Flying in the air and too much with the layup. It was a good move by Ethan as he's tangled up with a King. Rotated around, Jackie stays in front, now the back down. Shot on the way, no good. Andy finally getting a touch in the dunker spot as Jones to Ethan. Physical defense not called. Jackie left wide open. Yes. If I'm looking at this correctly, that is the first field goal of the quarter for the Pilots. George trying that move again, and will be staying blue ball. Maybe the offense will get picked up again as Alec Brown is checking into the game. .1 on the clock as both teams make changes. Got some cross matchups going. Alec Brown guarding Nick King. And Jackie on Brendan Smart. The deep three on the way. No luck as Jones +1 to his rebounding column. Too physical, and it should be a free throws coming up. The Pilots have only committed 1 team foul, received by the lone white dot under their team name in the scorebug. There you see, refs couldn't let Smart continue to two-hand push. Three-referee conference going on. As the DJ seems to be saving the electricity right now. Seems like a flop warning will be issued to Ethan. Not wasting any time. Brown closes the gap to 3 points for the Pilots. TJ getting the double ball screen, turning into a double drag for King. Going the other way. Getting the basketball back, driving, slow step, stopped at the cup. That's Jaron Jones, who should get some credit for playing the back line defensively. Ethan with a head of steam somehow finds a crease, and Sun Chi Xiaobai would be a rolling layup as the Braves called their second timeout of the half. A good defensive possession followed by a little bit of magic by Ethan. 4 minutes to go in the half as the Pilots cut it to within 1. We'll be back after the break.
想要暖暖包的在哪？手给我，手给我！欢迎客队的朋友来温暖一下。第二节来到4分24秒，目前相差1分。
P.LEAGUE now has an English Instagram account at P.LEAGUE_EN. The aforementioned Chen Yuray's birthday being celebrated by the fans in attendance.
Happy birthday!
Between these two teams, the next birthday is Chen Yowei on the 29th. He'll be turning 25 years old. Out of the timeout, a little bit of full court man-to-man defense by the Pilots. Braves have Jeff Wu in at the corner. Nick King starting move against Jackie. As Walter's depositioning, flipped out of bounds, and it's Alec Brown with a foul. Trying to see who pulled the chair on that play. I think Alec Brown trying to argue that it was Walters that went down on his own. I have to see that again. Certainly, there's some evidence that Brown had his hands at least down and not up. If his hands were up, then not a lot more onus belongs to the offensive player. Screening for Beast as Walters gets the stuff in and amongst the crowd of Pilots. Ready to play the game as the flare screen for Brown. The three on the way, no. Jones had a hand on it, brushes it to a teammate, and here the Pilots go again. And an offensive foul on the loose ball. Good to see that one again. to say it's on Brown. Backing into Jeff Wu.
转身送给打友国朗。距离破位，军翔回到场上。Fubon 19。
And with that,
守住这球。
with 2 fouls for Brown, as Julian Boyd, I don't think we've seen him at all in this second quarter. Jones gambles, leaving Beast wide open on the help. 2 bounces and in. So giving the Braves a little bit of breathing room. Foul on the sideline will send Ethan to the free throw line, I believe. Here you see Justin get off his man. Coming into tonight, Ethan, a 70% free throw shooter. Leads the team in assists at 4.6. That is the top local player in the Plus League this season. 4-point game, 3 minutes left in the half. Beast going to the weak side as TJ starts a move. Stayed inbound as Walters catch and shoot 3. It climbs in. And on back-to-back nights, it looks like the road team is more familiar with these rims than the Pilots. Jones to answer that one though, dead center. Quick answer for the Pilots. Jeff Wu from plus range. Ethan head fake. Got some flair to him today as Jones didn't have a handle. Now he's getting a benefit from swinging it as Jones halfway down and out. In transition, Walters too strong. Justin walks into one, too much as Jones, perhaps the easiest 2 points of his night. 2-point game. Beast from plus range on the wing, his favorite. Scoring picked up here in the latter part of the second quarter as Jackie wide open. No, Boyd in better position. Pass fake to the shot. And Jones adds to his point total. That's 11 on the night for him. Jackie sticks with Beast. Driving middle. Kick out to the corner. Wide out to Jeff Wu. Butter. Back up by 6 for the Braves. Ethan, his mid-range has been way off in the last stretch of home games. 3-second shot clock, game clock difference. Keeping the dribble live, shoulder shake, and not coughing it up. TJ falling out of bounds as the Pilots 2 seconds left. Ethan tripped up, and it didn't look like he got it off in time. So it's a 6-point game as Yuri Caminos will finally head back to the locker rooms. the Braves up on the road as we are now at halftime here in Taoyuan.
好的，让我们欢迎我们的那言以及善珠带来的中场舞蹈啊！掌声加尖叫！
欢迎。
꽉 차버린 옆길 우리가 위계해 저처럼 심장 소리에 옆 사람도 놀라게 I want it 지금 당장 넌 뭘 원해 아무 소리 없이 막힐 듯 죽고 봤네 사이 둘만 항상 엘리베이터 안에서 우리 사랑을 나누지 결국은 너 못하게 힘을 쓰는 사랑을 엘리베이터 안에서 우리 사랑을 나누지 지하에서 위층까지 팬이 울릴 때까지 엘리베이터 안에서 우리 사랑을 나누지 엘리베이터 안에서 우리 사랑을 나누지 엘리베이터 안에서 우리 사랑을 나누지
好了，让我们谢谢。
This is Ariana Grande. Merry Christmas, everybody.
That I remember, I wish I could forget what you did last December. You left my heart a mess, but you blew it. How could you do it? Do it, do it, do it. I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save it from tears, I'll give it to someone special. You get I'll give it to someone special.
谢谢那言以及善珠带来精彩的中场表演。
谢谢 ，Thank you。两位今天身穿白色啊，准备跟我们全科一起迎接接下来的白色圣诞节。也欢迎各位呢，还没有买中钞票的朋友。
Tai Qingjing and Yang Zhenlei on the Mandarin commentary track. I'm Ryan Chen. Bring you guys along for this Braves Pilots matchup, the fifth of the season so far, out of a total of 8. So these two teams won't be seeing each other that much in the 2025 portion of the schedule. Back to the game on hand, we have the combined team statistics where you have points, field goal shooting, three-point shooting, rebounds, assists, and turnovers from top to bottom. Kind of like last night, there will be long, cold stretches as it is cold in the arena, and seems like the basket is not very forgiving at times, but there's also bits of hot streaks, and so the big question for the two teams is who can take advantage of those stretches or who can extend those by a possession or more when they get those opportunities. Looking at the two teams, defensively, thinking back on things, the Pilots defense might need to gamble a little bit more with their one-on-one defense by staying home on their shooters and not offering as much help because the three-point shooting by the Braves has been problematic. Meanwhile, on the Braves side, they've had to crowd the paint so much, whether it's on man defense or in their 2-3 zone, as the pilots, whether with penetration or whether with ball movement, have certainly offered threatening looks from the inside. Of course, without scraping on Graham, things gets a little bit tougher. One thing that is not shown on the team stats that we saw before, the pilots have 16 offensive rebounds, which has led them to 9 second chance points, so they're not even taking advantage of that, but that's up against the Braves' 8 offensive rebounds, only 2 second chance points. Notably, offensively for the two teams, the pilots have gotten a lot of their scoring from Alec Brown and Jackie Lee, Jiakang coming off the bench. Meanwhile, for the Braves, Walters is having a good game. King had that collision where he kind of jammed his wrist there. We'll see how that injury and other things will play out in the second half. We'll take a break before leading scorers from the first half after this.
几乎是同时啊！
加油加油！
加油加油加油！
我们可选组
可选再拿下一期。
加油加油啊！
看来可选组有机会吗？
选组，
恭喜可选组！啊 ，ZI 这边也表现不错啦。好。
好的，邀请我们刚刚胜利的，
欢迎我们第一组优胜的朋友上来，跟我们可选组来 PK，
最终的 PK 啦，
就位喽。回来的时候其实也不一定要运球，拿着球冲回来就好。OK， 准备好了吗？听音乐哦 ，You ready？ OK，DJ Vika。1 2 ready go！
加油加油，开始喽！
右边还是以一种灌篮的姿态，加油加油！
加油加油！好，可选组进球了！
速度非常快！
加油加油！
哦，哇塞，这个脚步！
选制啊！
对哦，
新选组动作很快哎，可选
新选这边
加油
是非常有智慧的在下棋啊！恭喜新选组获胜！好的，谢谢。小可惜，不过也没关系。2、3、4名呢，也有我们亚瑟士所提供的精美奖品。请我们新选组来到中圈。好的，谢谢我们工作人员，请我们新选组来到中圈。好，我们要来颁发冠军，也邀请我们今天的嘉宾台湾亚瑟士行销部 Pony， 欢迎来为我们颁奖，欢迎你。来，给我们看一下我们中间的摄影师，谢谢 Pony 的协助。来看一下我们中间摄影师，3、2、1，耶！好的，请大家留步，邀请2、3、4名一起来做一张大合照。
欢迎，
谢谢，也再次感谢我们台湾亚瑟士所提供所有精美的奖品。好。那请我们这个帮我拿一下，转过来，谢谢。好，看一下我们中间的摄影师，3、2、1，再一张，谢，3、2、1，谢谢，谢谢台湾亚瑟士，恭喜所有乘客、球迷朋友们，谢谢，恭喜你，非常棒的篮球鞋啊！
This past weekend in the Asia Super League, Busan KCC Aegis won their first game at home against the Morocco Bolts in a tight one. And the Hong Kong Eastern, with some change in personnel, actually took the game against the San Miguel Beermen. Both of those teams were the home squads. Time to present the leading scorers. The Braves are led by Brendan Walters, 11 points. Nick King, 8. Beast off the bench with a couple of made threes. Jeff Wu as well. And starting the game, George Lin Ziwei has 5 points. The first half highlight package for the Braves, I'm told, is Brendan Walters. As you see, early in the game, they were targeting him for some entry passes and easy scores, and then Walters taking matters into his own hands. That dunked the play of the game thus far. That's his lone made three-pointer, and he's had okay looks. Perhaps the Braves can look to him some more in the second half. Meanwhile, the Pilots have a pair of double-digit scores. Jackie, I think all 12 of his points came in the first quarter, followed by Jaron Jones, 11, Alec Brown with 7, Ethan with 4 points, and Justin with 4 as well. Bad news for the Pilots is their 2 starting guards in the game, Ethan and Justin, a combined 2 for 14. And competitively supplanting their production is Jackie off the bench. One thing about this game is we've not seen nearly as many fast break opportunities, but funny enough, also fewer turnovers. For about 3 minutes from the start of the second half, take a break and we'll be back after this.
欢迎各位乘客、球迷朋友们，缓缓的回到座位，我们即将要一起迎接下半场的比赛。今天我们在场边也再次看到我们的学长学林哥以及钟庆哥再次的欢迎。
Hey, man,对 man 哦。man。
3节比赛即将开始。
A change for the Pilots to start the second half. Did not play in the first half, but in there, guarding the local big of the Braves is number 25, Ling Zhen. Pilots denying the Brave first action as they go to King across to Jeff. His three in the face of the defense. Good start for the Braves out of the break. Alec Brown from the wing, too short. Jeff Wu on the dribble. Didn't get a lot of rotation on that shot. Linton faking him in the air, turning around to hit a jumper, and it didn't get enough mustard on it. So a couple of open shots by the Pilots missed. Now cross matched up onto King. Going left, got him in the air, and his shot showing him how it's done. Rotating out, Jones with a three, and it climbs out. And Pilots start half cold as Walters leaped ahead and he dunks it. And so a great start for the Braves in the second half. A 7-0 run as the Pilots look kind of lifeless on offense. Quick double team against Justin. He dribbles about everybody and lays it in. That's too early for me to say. Maybe an embarrassing defensive effort by the Braves. King getting a pass off as George steps into a three. No luck. Jones through the middle, blocked. Will stay with the Pilots though. King wanting to get a replay challenge by the Braves. Not obliged by the Brave staff. He's getting a look again. And just joining the fray, back to action is Brown with a two-handed jam. Quick whistle on the sideline going the other way. So what started off as a very strong third quarter for the Braves, they give up a few real easy ones. And so Brendan Smart will take George's place out on the floor. King with Jones in front as a whistle. Some off-ball action. King cross matched up on Brown, gets the ball back. Given a step, the left-handed jumper, short as Brown comes back for the rebound. Yeah, it's Smart nearby as going the other way. Justin slices again, and he leaves the layup short. TJ, the last defender. And another example as counting the other way. Jeff Wu on the move, three, yes! Jeff Wu is getting my vote for Braves player of the game. And I was gonna say, the Pilots, especially led by Justin, getting to the rack very easily. Jones this time stop, ball on the deck. With some space, he passes it out. Plenty of time left. As Ethan, no whistle, and on the deck, Jeff Wu off of Ling Zhen. Get another look at the two imports for the pilots, both coming over to help. Meanwhile, on this side, hard to believe that they didn't whistle for Ethan there, getting sandwiched between Braves defenders. Braves basketball, up by 8. Another whistle as it's now the Pilots' turn to be unhappy with the referees. They shot 12 free throws to the Braves' 7 in the first half. Smart with a catch and shoot, a big rainbow. Very intentional. Made that last one in the first half. Ethan, down low to Ling Zhen, and he blows the layup opportunity. How about Brown from 12 feet? So 2 points anyways, but add more Fang Qiang to the Pilots game. As Smart, wide open in the corner, this time swishes it. Bad matchup defense by the Pilots. Brown pushed out of the way by Smart, who's right now being a very undisciplined defender, even though Alec Brown is his mark. Jones on the curl, taking a step and laying it in on the reverse. An 11-point lead for the Braves as King starts his move, and he finds daylight. No personnel changes yet for the Pilots as we've reached our TV timeout. Braves getting off to another hot streak. Lead the ball game 61-48, a 16-6 run here in the third quarter.
气势首先要帮大家填补营养啦。现在为大家准备的是战斗口粮，想要获得空姐手中的战斗口粮，就要大声的跟我们一起喊出 "Let's go Pilots"， 就有机会获得空姐们手中的战斗口粮哦。跟我一起大声喊出 "Let's go Pilots"，Let's go Pilots，Let's go Pilots，Let's go Pilots，Let's go Pilots。
Couple of threes by Jeff Wu. The team 15 points, while the Pilots have had their opportunities. This time it's Justin who's fouled. And the Pilots' first free throws of the quarter. They need these points any way they can get it. Not even a possession as Jones out-Boyd in. Woefully short for Justin. He only has 6 points on the game and a missed layup here in the third. Moultrie and King work together as Jackie poked it right to Smart. They'll take the toughest jumper on the world and make it. Driving kick, Ethan will give it a try, short, and his awful homestand continues. Shooting the basketball. Jeff Wu somehow left with a little bit of space. Now he fires, and a mercy miss if you're the Pilots as Boyd stays in bounds. Jackie crashing into the floor, and Jeff, or is that TJ there? Just getting away from the center mass. Backdoor to Brown from the weak side three. The biggest lead in the first half for the Braves was 13 points. They're already better than that right here as King, a high rainbow, and it continues to add to this Braves lead. Boyd taking matters in his own hands. He's fouled. Well, the Pilots, again, they're finding creases to get to the basket, but they're not nearly converting at a high enough rate as these Braves. And for the Braves, they have a lot more bodies and a lot more fouls they can be using against the Pilots. Shorter rotation and clearly bad shooting once again at home. Last night, Boyd 3 for 6 at the line. Doesn't take away from his 15-point, 15 rebound performance. Fight for the rebound, and won by Smart. Anderson at point, guarding TJ. And the Braves get a three-man game going up top. King coming for the basketball, switched on to Jones. Spinning, passing. And a long two on the way for TJ. And this time a 2 for 1. As Boyd goes again, a deflected pass. He'll have to start again. Braves in the third, now up to 22 points as Jackie's runner, no good. Stopping the action with a foul. Pilots have only turned the ball over one time in this quarter. But their firepower nowhere near matching what the Braves are doing. You can see Jones, dangerous take foul there. TJ getting in the lane, hanging in the air and missing as Moultrie gets into the action. He lays it in, and finally Irgu Camino's calling a timeout. Down by 20 points, the #1 Pilots look like they can use a vacation now. Graham often plays a small forward and sometimes power forward for the Pilots, and our production broadcast crew thinking Julian Boyd sometimes move all the way up to small forward. He can average 18 points per game, though Travion Graham has him beat with 4.6 assists per game. Certainly makes things a lot easier for his teammates. The home crowd really not into this one. Kind of a 1-1-3 defensive look for the Braves as Jackie to Anderson. Funny spacing until Guandayo airballs the three. Dribbling all around the formation, tied up by Jones as Moultrie, the smaller man on him, finally going to work and crashed into on the rebound. That's a rough possession for #3 of the Braves.
这个漂亮的防守，接下来我们跟飞雪来进攻，一球一球来，加油！
Deflected pass, back to Jackie. Taking on Smart and somehow flinging it in. A rare bright spot for the Pilots on the quarter. Taoyuan left wide open. That glances off, and the Pilots with a little more momentum. Jackie taking it, and Boyd helping him out. 2 straight buckets for the Pilots. Do they have a little bit of life left in the game? And a swish counter by the Braves, quieting things down. Anderson getting the screen. Kick out to Guandayo. Let's see if he's made the adjustment. I mean, it was better. Found the open court. Thankfully, Taoyuan shaken up, but not injured, it seems. Close to a clean strip of the basketball, not that time. 18-point lead for the Braves as Beast picked up the dribble and now is looking for some help. Yowei on the Walters ball screen, he runs it in. Again, a 20-point lead. Seems like the Pilots, a combination of no Travion Graham in this stretch of a lot of games is too much for them to handle. Jones on the kick out. Bingo from the left corner. Not only are they looking at a possible 1-win, 2-loss stretch, it's by quite big of a margin in their 2 losses if this result holds. This time they guard Taoyuan much better, but Beast, he fires the 3 away. Back to a 20-point lead. Anderson, jump pass as Julian Boyd stuffs it down. Patient play there. Mondayo, very physical defense, but Taoyuan finds a crease as Jackie jumps in front of the pass. It's a 5-on-4 as, who would have guessed, the 3 is missed. Taoyuan willing to slow it down. An 18-point lead heading into the 4th seems like a good game plan. Beast crossing over left. Jump pass into dangerous territory as Yowei freed up again, and he nets it. The Pilots defense gambling and not succeeding as they don't even get the miracle floater to count. So the #1 team in the league looking awfully sad out on the floor. They're down by 20 heading into the 4th and final frame.
就有机会获得空姐手中的达美乐披萨兑换券哦！乘客跟着空姐一起跳起来，妹妹跳起来，跳得越卖力，就有机会获得 Pilots Crew 手中的达美乐披萨兑换券。扭起来，扭起来！这位乘客跳得非常好。 屁股非常好哦，跟着 Z 一起跳，美女拍到你了。哎呦哎呦，跳得超好的。跳起来，跳起来。 感谢各位乘客的参与，
谢谢，恭喜拿到我们达美乐手拍松软小披萨兑换券的乘客球员朋友们，可以到全台的达美乐来兑换。谢谢应援好伙伴达美乐披萨。第4节决胜局来到场上
Plus 球迷 Oh My Basketball 是我本人在 Ivy Bar 学英文吧，教你篮球的英文术语，欢迎大家点资讯栏的链接一起学习。 33-19 in that 3rd quarter. Braves creating a lot of separation, and for the Pilots in the last 3 games against the 3 opponents in the Plus League, 1 per game of allowing 30+ points in the quarter, and based on their offensive performance, that is very bad news. And this is where the defense and offense kind of go hand in hand as Beast passing to space, not so much to his man.
楚瑜来到场上。
Chao Chu-yu will check in. Started the game, but went 0 for 2 from 3. Pass right in the hands of the Braves defender. A 3-on-3. Beast gets behind the defense and a timeout right away. I don't know, between the turnover or not getting back on defense, the Pilots want to talk it over.
Let's go, Pilots! 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 给自己一个最大的尖叫声！继续回到场上，来 ，Let's go！ 领航员球。
After a bad sequence by the Pilots, the head coach calling a timeout, and immediately Jackie had a look, but misses the runner. Meanwhile, Beast hounded by 2 defenders, hanging tough, and getting the pass out as Taoyuan, this time not looking so good with a runner, as Moultrie falling down, still gets the fadeaway, whatever that was. Guandayo left open, puts it on the front rim. There's a 3-point shooting. Kadre adding on more harm to the stat line. Five out for the Pilots, and they continue to miss, because why not? It was an okay contest by Jackie. That's how much flow the Braves are playing with. Pilots deny the back door, but Walter steps out for a 3. A 30-point lead for the Braves, as we appreciate all you still watching the broadcast, as the interest competitively in this game is non-existent. The first foul of the fourth quarter taken by Guandayo. You see a 10-0 start, pretty much dashing the hopes of making this a ball game. Walters having made 1. One thing about the Pilots this season is when they're not playing so well, they settle for 3s pretty easily. Had that shot affected, as it looked like the operator mistakenly put 14 back on the clock, as Boyd finally gets the Pilots on the board this quarter. like Beast wants to join in on the joke as missing the fast break layup after Chao Tsui. Misses yet another open shot after taking a tough layup attempt earlier. Number 10 Lin Ziwei will finally make an appearance. I think he can bring some better energy for the Pilots. Arnett Moultrie now with 6 points. I wonder if the Pilots can even break the season low of 74 now. Rotating around, Boyd starting to find the stroke. A couple of threes for him in the fourth. That's all the Pilots have to show for on offense. JJ finding a crease and putting up another lay-in. Split action. Braves covered up well. Bandayo, he'll try from three and finally connects. Careful. Chao Tsui nearly jumps over Taoyuan, and that probably would have been preferable than the eventual slow motion collision we had. So just a common foul, third by the Pilots. East going back door, a quick lay. No interference called. Wayne is spinning Moultrie around and laying it in. So that's the kind of energy that the Pilots were looking for. Another look at the possible interference call we got going. It does look like it touches the glass. That would have been up to the slot and trail officials to help out the lead official. Doesn't have a great angle looking through the glass. So rightfully the Braves not all that happy, though they do still have a 23-point lead in the ball game, only 7 minutes to go. Some new personnel out for the Braves. We're all hot and bothered by the non-goaltending call, non-basket interference call. Well, it would have been our opportunity to see Lin Ziwei put on a show. Definitely was curious why he didn't take the open 17-foot shot. King working with Walters, now on the switch, crossing over left. His jumper short. Zhuwei put on a headband. Chao Tzu shot fake. Guan Dayo made one earlier and now catches the nylons as Pilots counting where they 11-3 run of their own. Walters inside, not a lot of movement by the Pilots. Mayo trying to make it 3, close. Nobody checking KJ as he airballs a 3. If we're accumulating things that are embarrassing for a basketball game, we've certainly had our share in this game. Wayne taking the bump, this time going up with it as Amdi put it on target, but it dances off the rim. King, couple of steps, and we'll get the whistle, count it. Finally getting the crowd to settle down a bit. Called for a couple of things there. It's ultimately going to be Andy with his first personal. Not a great pass decision there by the offense. And once again, on the break, Pilots don't match up, and Braves don't make them pay for it as Walters is staring down Amdi before heading back down on defense. He doesn't make a lot of friends on the basketball court. It was a thing in college as well, though that one clearly a Walters foul. Looks like might have incurred a cut to the inside part of his mouth. Boyd with a quick power dribble, then whistled inside. On the game, Pilots 12 for 17, make that 13 for 18. Maybe Caminos might be saving up his frontline guys for the Wednesday matchup as KJ knocks down another triple. Chaltry still looking for redemption, and there's a splash from the right corner. That breaks an 0 for 5 miss streak. DJ hit from behind, and it's going to be a turnover. Zhuwei can't beat the defense. As a Boyd physicality and just a whistle. Definitely think he could have used a spin move there. particularly in these situations, always goes with a power move. One minute left in the game. Linton and Andy will be holding things down in the Pilots front court. Moultrie and Nick King involved in the screening action. Now on the switch, Chauturi steps in front of it. I think he got a steal with his backside. Dayo putting the moves on. How about kick out to Zue? The shot was funky and it still goes down. Kind of a weird shoulder shake and a weird kick. Whatever it takes. Certainly better than what the starters were doing. Smart screen for King, slipping. As KJ wanting to answer it, and he drains a three of his own. So the reserves giving us a little bit of entertainment in what otherwise was a pretty poorly played basketball game through 3 quarters. I would say 3.5 quarters. Guandayo trying to add to the point total. Maybe his confidence building from the outside. Bottoms another tray. This time King screens for TJ, left open and hit from behind. The hand doesn't go up, but the whistle does come. Gonzalez actually struggled mightily from the line, coming into tonight 1 of 5. Makes the adjustment.
Let's go.
That's going to run some offense as Zue works with Linton. Somehow gets a little bit of a shot opportunity. 3-on-2, TJ from about 8 feet. No luck there as comedy ensues. A little give and go, pass too low for Linton. Take foul in the middle of the floor. KJ will head off for now. 11 points for number 11 as former pilot Zhang Zhenyan finally getting some court time. Make for King. Zhang Zhenyan on the season, about 29 minutes played. His second lowest on the team to just Cai Zhenyue, who has not seen the floor at all. And in for the first time is Winston Cai Wenton, out for some exercise. Ending the possession with another Guandayo 3. Looking to set some records for the fifth-year guard. A takeaway, and Guandayo will lay it in with the right hand as the Pilots have reached 90+ points as Lai Tian will come for the basketball. Yo's high in 3-pointers made as Winston gets on the board. Wington will drive as Winston almost picks him. A little shot fake, and we'll end with 2. After the 2, Lingzhen tries from 3. And a look up Guan Dayo. Most 3-pointers made in any game. Zhang overshoots the runner, as does Moultrie on the putback. This time they get on the same page. Time will expire as the Braves get the 111-93 road win, and the Pilots still looking for some answers, as it seems like both teams' head coaches are on the same page about one aspect of the game. You see the Braves with nearly 3/4 scoring in the 30s, and with the Pilots, it seems like their poor offense is leading to some poor defense as well. So even in the loss, the Pilots will go around the court saying hello to the fans in attendance as we look to the Brave to be featured in the post-game interview. It looks like it's going to be number 6, Jeff Wu. The sweat's been on for a while. Jeff Wu with 12 points.
其实就是因为上礼拜我们也是跟领航员打嘛，然后其实回去的时候我们做了很多调整，然后在这礼拜的训练大家也都是非常的，大家也都是非常的努力，然后也是有留下来投篮什么之类的，所以就很高兴今天可以拿到比赛胜利。
Jeff Wu saying they played the Pilots last week and so put in a lot of work. Now asked about the perimeter defense of the Braves.
这礼拜我们其实从礼拜1开始练球，就是练了非常多针对领航员的防守嘛，然后也很感谢教练团这礼拜的 game plan， 然后让大家可以完整的去执行，然后每个队友跟我都是很努力的去执行这个 game plan， 然后很开心最后可以拿下胜利。 对我们意义非常大，因为比赛比较少嘛，一个礼拜1场，然后就是非常的努力的准备这个比赛这样子，然后我们下礼拜又回到主场，所以这是对我们来说是一个很大的气势吧，然后希望回到主场可以拿下胜利。
And Jeff concluding, saying that not that many games in the Plus League season, and with an upcoming homestand, this was a big game for them, as with the blue pen will be providing his signature before we get ready to throw it to a break and conclude our broadcast. So once again, a final score of 111 to 93. Thank you for watching. Be sure to leave a like. And I, Ryan Chen, will join you again in the post-game analysis of this basketball game.
首次桃园巨蛋的东超比赛，那再次呢，欢迎大家来支持主场啦。
是的，没错，也希望所有观众朋友们能够多多支持领航员，一起为领航员加油，拿下接下来的胜利。希望大家不要气馁，我们25号一样在这里，不见不散喽。
谢谢大家，我们礼拜3见，拜拜，回家小心哦。拜拜。
谢谢一波。
A final word from Taoyuan Arena, where the Braves emerged victorious. There's the final statistics from the game. Points, field goal shooting, three-point shooting, rebounds, assists, and turnovers. Besides the shooting percentages, split in rebounds, and both teams above the 20 assist mark, with the turnovers actually on the lower side of things. But the biggest key to me is the Pilots only 30 points in the paint against a Brave defense that, if you ask me, wasn't all that strong. They were missing their opportunities, while the Braves were very good at shooting the three ball. 6 players by my count with multiple three-pointers made, and that definitely stretches the Pilots defense out. And with a 46-49 lead in the game, it was pretty much Braves the whole way, as they look forward to their homestand, the last 2 games on the Plus League calendar of the 2024 year. They'll be facing the Ghost Hawks on Saturday and the Pilots on Sunday, but for the Pilots, they seriously have to recompose themselves for a Wednesday night first ever home game in the East Asia Super League, with a chance to really put their chances up for a Final Four appearance. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.